Welcome back to Taival Outdoors. My name is Joel and I'm out here today, a great looking winter day, filming you all my cold weather clothing and layering video series. Now, in this series I'm going to cover what I wear and why throughout the Finnish winter. So roughly speaking, that's from +5 degrees down to -25 degrees Celsius. Now, Finnish winter can get quite a bit colder than that, but personally I try to avoid doing any type of heavy outdoor activities when it's colder than -25. Therefore, I have very limited knowledge of that side, kind of the extreme end of the Finnish winter in terms of being outdoors, carrying a backpack, doing backcountry skiing, snowshoeing, fat biking, and so forth. And that's one of the key features of this video series. I'm trying to cover how to layer clothes when you're active in cold temperatures. If you are static, then layering is pretty simple. You just keep on adding clothes until you are not shivering or cold anymore. But I think many similar videos kind of lack the aspect of being active when it's cold. And why I'm starting from +5 degrees? Well, especially in southern Finland, temperatures can swing around the 0 degrees quite a lot throughout the winter. And I'm sure that you folks who live in Central Europe, I know for a fact that many of my viewers come from Germany and some from UK. Your winters can be very different than what we have over here. So I'm hoping that this video series can give some ideas for you folks there as well. This series is going to cover base layers, then insulation or mid layers, and then of course outer layers. Then there will be an episode about gloves, hats, so forth, and another one focusing on boots and socks. We might do a live Q&A session or something like that then afterwards. And also, please do leave comments and questions down below and also in the upcoming videos in this series. And I think we could then address those together during the live session after all of these episodes have been released. And finally, I should probably mention that, of course, winter can mean very different things for different people. And also, the feeling of cold is very different for different people. It's not just the outside temperature and moisture and wind that can affect it, but also your age, your sex, if you have been eating and drinking lately, are you dehydrated or not? And if you've been static or if you are active, and what kind of levels of activities you've done, are you sweaty, and so forth. So the feeling of cold is very subjective. Now, the basic principles of heat transfer, or maybe in this case heat loss, are of course universal. So there's conduction, convection, then heat radiation, and evaporation, which is mostly related to your sweat and what happens to the sweat when it reaches either outer layers or just, generally speaking, goes away from your skin. And kind of those basics stay the same, as do the basics of what do the individual layers have to do in order to perform great during cold temperatures and or high activity levels. And that's why I hope that even though this is all coming from my own experiences and my perspective, still it should be somewhat beneficial for you. But that said, let me get out of these clothes and start filming you the first episode where we are going to cover base layers. So stay tuned for that.